Good morning, everyone. My name is Christian, and welcome to the Two-Headed Wolf Gaming channel, where we're playing King Arthur, the role-playing war game. And today, well, we're going to continue. We're gonna try to fight the Smiling Prince. I am going to try to find. There was the Seer, right, and the Hermit. He's somewhere around here, if memory serves right. And then we will probably start marching south, declaring war on West Mercia. We also have a choice to make. Do we still have prisoners? No, there are no more prisoners. I think when you take care of a faction, all of the other heroes, like now they're in some sort of a recruiting pool, and we will be able to find them around the world. I think that's how it went. We can either have these regions join us, or have these regions join us. Here we have Merlin. And is Merlin present yet? No. We do have a few characters here. And can we see any characters here? No, we don't have a good vision to that side of the neighborhood. But anyway, we'll be working with that. I'm gonna attack this guy because, well, there are two quests to be done here. Chance of battle. This one does not have a chance of battle, but we do have a knight. And we're gonna attack him, so we have to go there. Let's end the turn and pass our winter. Good. Well, here we are. We have 15 research, 19 research in total. In one turn we will have Axemen. We already have break shields. What are we going to research next? One of the things that were left from last time is one of these. Let's go with the droughts. Epidemics, we have health. I think we'll be fine. Conflagrations, this will be important as well, as population does increase. Maybe I'll throw that in as well. And maybe we do one at a time. One bad event is not catastrophic. A bunch of bad events are. So this will just protect us from those. What do we want to do here? We have a few decisions, but we can get Centralized Kingdom, getting that 50% extra research, minus 20% cost for every stronghold. We can get spies, so we can see into the nearby regions, and I think that is pretty important. Scouts would give us the exact component of their army, but that is totally fine not knowing. Hall of Fame would be good. And these spells I don't care too much for. Mineshaft should be a good investment right now. Let's see, Wandering Comedians, getting that +1 to loyalty in every province. What else would be on military? How about Master Longbowman? What's the difference? Archery 11 from Archery 9. It's a pretty big difference. Takes a lot to research, so better start now early. Construction has been completed here. Like, how much money are we willing to spend? I think we could go ahead and add at least one more building. One skill point for 10,000, and we get one skill point for all the heroes. That is pretty good. 15% extra research from any source, that is good as well. A chance to construct a new artifact every year. Laws and decrees upgrades cost 20% less. Food and gold. Let's see, what other buildings can we throw in? Two to Rightful, +1 skill once again, but it's 10,000. 1 to Christianity, 20% to Christianity for the religion of the stronghold. Tourney, with the tourney, we will get military, loyalty, and 25 less upkeep for the army. Or more food. You know what? I think we're going for a tourney. And after that, let's go for loyalty and veteran. This should keep the keep occupied. We can't recruit anyone now? No, we can. Okay. We need some troops. These are pretty expensive. What should I add in? Everyone is expensive. Okay, maybe we'll wait one more season before we recruit. So we can get that extra experience in, but we'll need to recruit defenders in the stronghold. In this army, what are we going to do? Well, I am going to give this guy more adventuring. Probably more movement points, or what? Give him sanctuary. I could increase research on him, I think. Yeah. That's to 8 points. Now let's do something else. Let's... How much are we paying for the army? We're not paying that much. It's a lot more to recruit than to do this. Extra stamina would be good. How about morale? The hero's army achieves victory by collecting 10 less victory points. Enemy achieves victory against the hero by collecting more points. Let's take the less. No, let's go this way. More defense for them. And we'll put attack on you. Enfeeblement can be really good. Target hero loses 40% of his current HP. Magic resistance won't work against this spell. I will take this spell because the Smiling Prince will be a tough character to fight. From what I remember, at least. Here we have some good troops at hand. Found. So for the break shields, we have our first good ability. Counterattack. Have 30 faster attacks, but minus 20 damage, which can be good. This unit is equipped with very high quality weapons, which gives them 50% damage bonus, or open field fighters. Let's go with the open field fighters for now. And we'll do defense on our archers. And that is it. I think at this point we're okay, right? Income, definitely getting a lot more from trade. This is good. Yeah, we'll be fine. For this year, I think we'll be totally fine. Whatever you choose from these two factions, whether you go Christian or Old Faith, you will be declaring war on the other in a bit of a story. Disaster. Time after time, disasters like flood, droughts, and or plagues may fall on your realm, bringing along great difficulties for the people living in the province in question. A quest always appears after a disaster has happened, giving you the option to make the negative effects less severe, or even make the worsening economic indices change direction. We have conflagration here. We get -6 to population growth. And we got false prophet. A fierce... Oh, there is a chance of battle there. A fierce Christian priest who claims to be a prophet is preaching in the villages. He speaks of the faith in God and cleansing fire of the angels, and as the peasants grow more and more terrified by the spreading power of the old faith, he is quickly gaining followers, who have just begun to kill all those who don't oppose them.
Yes, my king.
Who don't support them, not oppose them. Okay, let's see what you're on about. I send in the armies against the followers of this false prophet. Negotiation. I pay good money to the prophet and ask him to end the fierce sermons and send the men home. Bless the troops. I pay good money to the prophet and to send his followers home and ask him to join my army, where he could bless my soldier with his heavenly powers. +1 level to all units. And +1 fight to the leader of the army. I pay good money and ask him to bless me. We have some food. +1 level to all units in the army. Like, yes. We're doing that. Do I come south first? How is this province really? That's pretty good on population. It's going to hurt. Population has a direct impact on everything.
On my way.
We're gonna march through this forest. Like this, you can capture them, but I don't think that this territory will stay with you. So from here on out, everything that you see here, like this is the silly court and this is the unsilly court. We will be fighting them as well.
Yes, my lord.
But otherwise the terrain is impassable. If I wait one more turn, our troops will be filled. And I think that's what we'll do. Okay, recruitment complete. Nice.
Ready to serve.
Let's try to explore this area a bit.
On my way.
In the wake... Here it is. In the wake of the hermit, you have found an encampment. Actually, we can click this, right? You have found an encampment of the Sheed where these otherworldly creatures are keeping the hermit prisoner. You have to free him swiftly and silently. You can't bring the whole army. That would be too conspicuous. So he has quite a bit of fight and some adventuring. He has less but has some magic. This guy doesn't have fight, he has some adventure. I guess King Mark will have to be the one we're taking into battle here. You reach a man-made clearing with only a few bushes around and a mighty crystal tower in the middle of it. It's risen steadily and it seems darker here than in the forest. Soldiers are drilling by the east wall of the tower and there is a black dome to the south. Let's take a closer look at the tower. You quietly get closer to the towers and as you creep along, you notice the ground becoming swampy. You can't see any doors along the wall of the tower, but you notice a tall figure approaching. I hide and take a closer look to find out who he is and what he wants. As he approaches, you see the ethereal creature, almost 10 feet tall. It is an Ancili. Nearing the tower, you can barely see his silhouette in the rain and twilight. As he reaches the tower, he touches his amulet on the wall and steps through the gap that appears there. I examine the place where he entered the tower. The tower wall seems no different here than anywhere else. The entrance must only be opened by the amulet. Let's observe the soldiers. You see a large number of humans here practicing in uniforms. The training is being overseen by a tall ethereal creature, an Ancili. Half of the men are always at rest. Some of them watch the fights, but you can also see a few soldiers loitering a bit further. I stay hidden and wait to see what happens. I try to capture who is away from the others. I talk to a soldier who is by himself. You address one of the soldiers who is sitting by on the ground. You can see a few light wounds on him, which he must have received while training. He stares at you blankly, obviously not comprehending your words. In his heavy armor, he tries to get up as quickly as he can. I utilize my advantage and attack him while he's still on the ground. Sure. You receive a few light wounds, but thanks to your better positioning, you defeat him. You put on his uniform, hoping you can blend in better among the soldiers. Let's blend in. You join the soldiers. After a while, the Silly points to the tower. Everyone moves into column formation, and you start walking. Upon reaching the tower, the leader touches his amulet on the wall, creating a grayish gateway on it. I go into the tower and slip up from the others at the first opportunity. As you step in, you see quite a few people coming forward. They are wearing the same uniform as the soldiers outside, but without armor. You step inside the small room and take yours off too, hoping you can move around without drawing attention to yourself. I try to capture someone in the corridor. Apparently we don't have enough skill to do this. Might fail. Let's start exploring. You step out of the room and walk down the corridor. There is a large mess hall to the left and several smaller alcoves to the right. You see a spiral staircase straight ahead. Well, let's check the alcoves. You find various items in the alcoves. There is an amulet that's used to open the tower among them, which you put away just in case. Let's go down the stairs first, maybe? As you go down, you see a half-lit corridor ahead of you. Aside from the dim light emanating from the walls, nothing illuminates the place. You carefully stumble forward, seeing empty cells on both sides. There is a guard standing in front of the door, at the end of the corridor. Let's attack him. You manage to defeat him in a tough battle, but your strength is starting to fail. Hopefully no one heard the commotion. I open the door and go in. I have to be careful where I'm fighting now. You see an unfortunate fellow lying on the floor, who looks as if he has been tortured. As you step in, he raises his head and smiles at you. I knew there was a reason for me to stay alive. King Arthur must learn about my visions. I help the hermit up, and we head to the tower. I can no longer leave this place, so I will tell you my vision instead. I dreamed of Cornwall. When Arthur pulled the Excalibur from the stone, he didn't just acquire a wonderful weapon, but he also freed the heart of the dragon of Britannia from its shackles. The heart of Britannia's dragon? Yes. The stone is actually the dragon's heart, and it was the Excalibur that kept it imprisoned. The Grey Baron, the leader of the Ancili court, has also realized how great a source of power lies free in the land of Cornwall, and is about to take a huge army there with magic. What else did you see? If the Grey Baron gets the stone, he could gain tremendous power, and might enslave the whole empire. The wizard Merlin will also appear, but the role that fate has for him is a mystery even to me. I hope you can take the stone before it's too late. Using the amulet, I leave the tower and join my army. You manage to get out of the tower the same way you came in, without encountering anyone. Now you are familiar with the vision, but you need to hurry to get to Cornwall in time. Where is the dragon? Well, the dragon's heart is pretty far from us. And it is summer, so what will we do here? If I don't attack this army first, they will march south and start capturing our land here. I am going to take care of the conflagration first. Then I will start moving north. And
ready to serve.
Or I'm going south. And then I'll use this opportunity and this army to go to the dragon's heart. Sounds like a good idea. I feel like we have some good troops in here. Not the perfect combination, but we have some good troops.
Yes, my king.
That we can use against an unsilly enemy.
Yes, my lord.
Let's do a quick save. The autosave saves, it's like a total war, so it's just before the end turn. Let's see what we have here. According to the ruins, this path leads to the realm of the Smiling Prince. He is responsible for kidnapping, or for the kidnapping of many a mortal child, but beware, he has strong armies in his territories. Not sure what to bring here. We might have to fight. Let's bring Sir Balin. You arrive at the invisible borders between the mortal lands and the realm of the silly lord, the Smiling Prince. The forest looms all around you, and you get the feeling that even the trees don't welcome you. As you move deeper into the forest, you see a lone wanderer. I ask him about this forest. Greetings, good knight. This forest is the realm of the Seelie from the race of the Sheed. Since the Smiling Prince rose to power, they have become even more hostile to outsiders. I was allowed to settle down by the previous king, but even I am less and less welcome here. You must know the Seelie quite well. Tell me about them. The Seelie are strong and magical creatures. They are not from this world. However, they can't stand the touch of iron. That is why they kidnap children, to turn them into ironclad warriors and ensure their loyalty by magic. Please tell me more. They live by strict rules and traditions. They often issue challenges, which they use instead of duels to the death. There is, for example, the trial of knowledge, whose result they consider as decisive and binding as if one defeated another in a duel. What is the test of knowledge? The trial of knowledge. The challenge asks 3 questions, and the challenger must answer them. You have to choose questions that the challenger is able to answer. So, for example, you can't ask how many stars there are in the skies. Oh, so even I can challenge the Smiling Prince? Yes. And being as arrogant as he is, he will surely accept your challenge, since he doesn't believe that a mortal could defeat him. Do you know where I can find this guy? I don't think you will need to look for him, as he is marching this way with a huge army. If you continue your journey, you'll most likely meet them. Good. I continue on my way through the forest. As you proceed, you see a lone silly horseman approach. As you proceed, you see a lone silly horseman approach, who addresses you. I am an emissary of the Smiling Prince. In his name, I call upon you to leave this forest or prepare to die. His army awaits behind the hill and will destroy you. You don't withdraw immediately. Okay, I withdraw. I won't risk an army for the children. Okay, I join the silly side and offer an alliance to the Smiling Prince. I fear no one. Let the battle. I issue a challenge to the silly, choosing the. So we can either go by battle Or we can do... If we can avoid battle, that is really good. In this game, avoiding battles is as good as winning. You saw how much it cost us to replenish our troops, and at the same... So it's not upkeep that really eats at you, it's replenishing. They're very expensive. So... yeah, we'll do this. We challenge him to a test of knowledge. Very well then, good night. I see you know the law. Hear the terms of the Smiling Prince. In the trial of knowledge, you must answer 3 questions. If you answer all of them correctly, you can live with the children, and you'll even get a sword forged by magic. 2 good answers will earn you the children, and 2 failures mean you must leave. Sure. And if I don't know the answer to any of the questions, in that case, you must leave the children here and send 100 more such youngsters to us every year. Beware, knight. Once a trial has started, an unbreakable magical pact is created between you and the Smiling Prince, which binds both sides to keep the bargain. Wow. I mean, I know about this, but if just so you know this, if you fail, like, you will be forced to send the children. It's something like population decrease. Alright, let the trials begin. You climb to the top of the hill, and you see an inhuman creature in a magnificent armor that is not made of steel, but something similar. This is a silly warrior of the Smiling Prince. We accept your challenge. Let's see if you are a worthy opponent. Here is my first question. I have a ruby, an emerald, and a diamond. I hide one of them in my hand. Listen, it is not the ruby. It's either the emerald or the diamond. One of my statements is true, one is false, and one is either true or false. So, he has one stone in his hand. It is not the ruby. That can be true, false, true or false. It's either the emerald or the diamond, and he says it's the emerald. If I say that, so he's saying that it is the emerald. Let's say I don't trust that statement, and we say that that is false. If we go by that idea, an emerald is false, it is not the ruby, that is the true one, and the diamond either true or false. Is the emerald can be true or false? It is not the ruby, I think that can be true, and diamond being false. I would say that the emerald is false. I would say that the statement with the ruby is true because it is not the ruby, and we're going with diamond. That's the right answer, he says, and shows you the diamond in his hand. It seems I have underestimated you when I accepted the challenge, or perhaps merely fortune smiles on you. We'll see the next question. What is the name of the original home of the sheet? That's Tir na Nog. We know that from earlier. It's really good that with this playthrough, I have the opportunity to read the text again. Yes, our ancient land is called Tir na Nog. Here my third question, what is the name of the one that we, the Silly Court, respect as our forefather? 4 father. 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 never heard about this one. Don't think I've heard about Morigu either. So, I think it's just Dana. That's right. We are the folk of Dana, or Danu, as we may say. It seems that you know more about the shit than I thought. You have answered all my questions, he says, with new respect in his eyes. You may live with the children freely, and here's a weapon forged by silly magic. By silly magic. You take the finely crafted weapon, he delivers the children to you, and you can finally take them home. We gain a daylight helmet. That doesn't sound like an armor, but I guess it's a random artifact. We gain 1 Rightful and 20 morale to our army. We're going up. Great. Let's take a look over here. What is this? So we have Ring of Lure. Active after 10, after 30 battles, more cooldown. I will give it to Sir Gareth. The Orb of Night +2 to Nightfall skill. We're gonna give this to him as well. Nightfall creates this. Visibility changes to night with all negative effects. So the night creates both reduced accuracy and range. And let's see what else we have here. The Banner of Deepwood. Infantry resistance, +10 armor for light infantry, and after 500 kills in melee, we gain another 30% light infantry damage. Okay, we have 2 on that. You know what? I like this. Oh, here is the helmet. 2 leadership and 2 loyalty to the hero. Can give him instead of this one? No. I'm gonna give it to this one. Maybe we'll exchange it later on. Sure. With you, can I reach this guy? I can. Then let's do something else. Let's take this off. Send it here. And we're gonna exchange.
On my way.
I'm gonna give him some artifacts. Can I? Yes. So I am going to give you this. I'm gonna give you all this. +2 to fight, +2 to leadership, and we get the cleave. Okay. Should I give them the Nightfall? I don't think so. I guess we do have the fog here. Maybe I'll put it to good use. Banner of Deepwood. We have more light infantry in this army, so I'll keep this. And over here, I guess that will be about it with this. And I will march the army southwards. I can also engage him. Well, it's about time that we declare war on them. Like I thought I could attack him, but apparently we didn't. You are the leader of this army. Leadership, and the Nightfall skill. And then I am going to give over here the attack, maybe actually the 4 loyalty to the hero. I mean, this is okay, but it's not impressive. 1 HP per second. You know what? I'll make you resistant and I'll make you heal up. Great. Okay. Well, that is about it. And this is all the time that we have for today. We're gonna
Yes, my liege.
quickly march this army over here. And with these guys,
my
we're
lord.
gonna declare war, and we're gonna help Dagonet, and then we're gonna go take this entire region, plus the Wrath of Karadok. Other than that, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then, I wish you all a wonderful day.